And then I have, have there been any forced posture adjustments in the aftermath of the Israeli strike in Damascus yesterday?
I wouldn't get into any forced posture projections or changes just for the security of our own forces. Again, we will always take whatever we need to do to protect our forces, but I just don't have anything to announce.
Can you say if anybody in DoD was contacted by the Israelis before, during, or after this strike? Were you guys notified?
We were not notified about the strike in Damascus.
Yeah.
We were not notified by the Israelis about their strike or the intended target of their strike in Damascus. Yes.
Hi. Well, shouldn't the Israelis have notified you, given this does have a clear implication for the safety of U.S. personnel in the region?
All I can tell you is that we were not notified about the strike prior to the strike happening.
Pentagon seems remarkably unconcerned. I mean, this has an implication, though, on
That's your characterization. That's not mine.
One question on the pier, though. I asked once before whether assurances had been received from the Israelis. I mean, you talked about assurances for the safety of U.S. forces, but what about the safety of the aid workers unloading supplies from the pier? I asked General Ryder whether the U.S. had asked for assurances that they wouldn't be fired upon, and he said they hadn't. But now with this latest attack, and we now have, as Haaretz in Israel is reporting, the drone methodically shot each one of these cars, making sure everyone was dead with full visibility on a convoy, aid convoy, cleared with the Israeli military. They made sure everyone was dead in it. Isn't it time now to ask for assurances that humanitarian workers removing supplies from this pier will not be fired upon, even if there's clear visibility?
I think we've been very clear, and at the top when I was addressing Tara's question, we were very clear that we don't want to see humanitarian aid workers targeted. These are heroes going in to Gaza, putting their lives on the line, getting life-saving aid, whether it be medical or or food aid, into Gaza to Palestinians. We certainly don't want to see any humanitarian organization or worker targeted. In terms of assurances, all I can speak to right now are our forces. What happens when the aid convoys come off the pier and go into Gaza? Again, we don't want to see any humanitarian aid worker or the distribution of aid targeted. We are working with partners in the region, NGOs, to figure out how that aid is distributed.
Has this complicated those negotiations? I mean, who will want to do this now?
An organization like the World Central Kitchen is one of many organizations providing life-saving aid to Palestinians and people all around the world. We hope that they will continue to do that and to continue their efforts within Gaza. But again, the logistics of how the humanitarian aid gets dispersed and distributed within Gaza is still something that's being worked out now. Fadi.
Thank you, Sabrina. So